Alright. I'm playing this game now because Scholar of the First Sin isn't the... Oh, it's not really like a thing I want to talk about on Women's Day, because it's like in Christianity, there's a lot of evidence in Christianity that they just wanted to blame women, so I'm gonna take this time out because it's not National Women's Day yet, I don't think. I think it's tomorrow, or I think it might be today, but I'm not sure. So I'm just doing this as my National Women's Day stream. I'm gonna take a responsibility to stop watching so much anime hentai, and realize that women are not just pictures on a screen, or they are beings that are very complex in their wants and desires, and they like, that being said, I did argue with my friend's girlfriend over the amount of noise they were making when they argued, because they do argue, and they argue. So I was arguing over arguing. Wasn't really helpful, but there's that, and women are very complex and individualistic creatures, though they are united in one front, right, as of we talk today. They are very they're very awesome, and their power over some women I've seen do amazing things, and the ones that I've seen have given me a but also then I think about personal responsibility, and when I think about personal responsibility, I also think that the accomplishments that women have made over the past few centuries have been through the group effort. But I also know that, individually speaking, they have separate lives, and they all desire among the realms of being respected and also paid the same amount as men if they can do the same job, you know? It's like there's no job that's gonna be like, oh, well, women are gonna play football. Are they gonna get paid the same? It has nothing to do with whether or not... Okay, it's like comparing apples to zombies. It's like they can turn more heads more likely than that, because I mean, and I don't know, I am spitballing here because I kind of, my experience with women has been fun, but also I have said that there's a difference between what makes a woman desire you and what makes a woman revere you. Because I know in my own things, I see a picture or of a woman with a bathing suit or a cool sexy cosplay or something like that, and I see a woman in a business suit who's got like a $120,000 office and like I'm like I revere that woman, and but I admire and desire the woman who is in the picture with the bathing suit, because she doesn't need all that, and I respect both the same, because I think that what takes the amount to not only show yourself in a picture is so revealing, no matter if it's in a bathing suit or in a part of your life. And it takes a lot of I'm gonna do this. I hate the fact that you walk around with the dagger for like 10 more seconds. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find some. It's a cool T-Rex. But yeah, happy National Women's Day, and whether it's the day of Women's Day or any other day, respect women, and not because of not respecting them, but because it's just a good thing to do, and it's nice to be respected, and it feels good to, not feels, but emotionally it makes it good. It makes a better impression on yourself if you...
Well met, hero of Neverwinter. Ah, the hero of Neverwinter has arrived. It is good to finally meet you. I look forward to fighting side by side with you against the ultimate dragon. We have brought a sizable force. Many of our warriors are operating outside of Protector's Enclave, doing what they can to further our mission and to help the people of Neverwinter. It's a fine city you have here. Your people's rebuilding efforts are well done, and many of us have been impressed with your and other heroes' efforts to keep it safe. I suspect that some of my warriors will opt to stay here after our mission is done.
Cool. I think that there's a lot of things to think about when you're thinking about when you're I also like the way that you can go downstairs and jump. It's really cool. But also too, moreover, let's talk about respecting women, and it takes every day for you to be able to be a good person. It doesn't just take like 4 or 5 moments or anything like that. People say that there are like I don't know, I don't like the way that people portray what being a certain person of dignity. I'm gonna go to the Underdark. How's it going, viewer? If you would like to message me, you can. And today we're gonna talk about respecting women and our I want to, dang it, it's locked. Sword Coast. Wait, what? Alright, today we're going to talk about respecting women, and also, making sure that you also protect women. and realize that try to blacktail this year, yeah, and realize that there are big reasons too, and a lot of reasons too. I've actually gone through therapy. I argued with some of my exes, and I didn't want to, I guess, because no, I mean, obviously you don't want to argue with people, but I guess arguing with people is still not respecting people, you know. So I tried a lot to be able to
The rebels are everywhere. Watch out for ambushes.
We've been discovered!
yeah. I like being able to I've noticed that I can be insensitive sometimes, I guess. Not really insensitive, but the pressures of the day can kind of weigh down on you in a certain sense. Cool. And I've noticed that I'd say the pressures of the day, and also it gets a little of a freebie, I guess, or like a that's like a
You come from above!
it's it takes a weak man to blame the day that he's had, though, and I don't want to do that. To blame the day that he's had in order to be the way that he treats the people that he loves. And when realizing you just realizing that there are sensitivity trainings, and being able to not only just be sensitive to a person's needs, but be sensitive to a person's respectableness, and not to emotionally trade them off, I guess, as, oh, that's just the thing that you do, sort of thing.
I've been keeping Sergeant Knott apprised of your progress. The dismissive note, the dead bodies, and the sewer key, they all add up to one thing. Gothwin Cooper has been kidnapped by the infamous Dead Rats gang. Watch your step in this district. The Black Lake is home only to the desperate and the deranged. We aren't the only ones who want Gothwin to reveal the location of Karzov and the Crown. A gang of were-rat thieves, known as the Dead Rats, caught wind of his involvement and kidnapped him. The Nashas abandoned Gothwin to his fate, so if you can rescue him, he will likely tell us everything he knows. The Dead Rat's lair is in the sewers here. I'll mark a known entry on your map, but be careful.
Yeah, I think I saw it.
Gothwin is no doubt being kept deep within
But yeah,
the mist.
realizing that it's not your day, that you need to, and I've been a privy, I guess, to this, or a participant to this. There we go. I noticed that there are
Placed in a group. Press the touchpad button for available actions, including
I've noticed that there are reasons why you need to realize that it's not the parts of the situation you really need to focus on. It's the situation as a whole, and I think that if you start to realize that you're if you start to realize that you're that the biggest things you really need to start
You have suffered a minor injury.
receiving 2 minor injuries in the same location. Upgrade the injury from minor to severe. Use an injury kit or stand by a campfire to remove 1 minor injury.
I've noticed around the times that I get the worst off sometimes is when, as at the end of the day, than at the beginning of the day. I've noticed that a lot of times I decide I'm gonna go do something, and I think that it has to do with the thinking, I guess, of men versus women, I guess, or maybe just your specific spouse or individual significant other. I've noticed that being sensitive to your person's needs and knowing that they go through the same day that you go through. And I think that's the biggest reasons why people themselves start to argue, is because they're not sure whether or not they shit. That was funny. Cool. They're not sure whether or not the person they're with is going through the same, or experiencing the same kind of problems as them, or having the same. I think that if people started to, like, if someone set up like a video camera in someone's house, if you set up a video camera in your spouse's house, and then you set up a video camera at your spouse's work, I think people would, I guess, start to realize and understand each other's problems a little bit more. Not like to say that they're like, I mean, but also too, there's a lot of problems that people go through that are just kept, that people keep to themselves. And I've noticed that the more problems people keep to themselves, the more they
I've been keeping Sergeant Knox apprised of your progress. I believe he's quite impressed so far. Gothwin told us everything. Now we know where Karzab is hiding, and where the crown is. With any luck, we'll catch him and recover the crown before the day is done. Watch your step in this district. Black Lake is home only to the desperate and the deranged. According to Gothwin's information, Karzab is hiding in a safe house nearby, while the crown is hidden in their headquarters. Meet with Private
It's really weird. I
Zoe
talked to
Farmer.
Zoe like
She's keeping watch
5
over
minutes
the
before I
safe
even
house
started
where
this thing.
Karzab is hiding.
Alright. I don't know how to do injuries. 2-8 me. Shins. 2-8. I don't know how to heal my injuries that much. Text pan.
We cannot guarantee your safety beyond this point.
I've noticed that there is a lot of reasons why people themselves like to keep to themselves, or whatever reasons they have. Notice that if they feel as though they're alone in their problems, or if they feel as though they're the only person going through it, that's kind of sometimes the reason why people argue in the first place. And I noticed that my mom and my dad argued over money, and it had a lot to do with whether or not they were doing the right things for the family, or because mom really wanted to do what was right for her children, and my dad wanted us to be as honorable as possible. So it was kind of like a catch-22 situation, to where we'd find out that you can't be, if you want to be able to do the best stuff for someone, you're not always doing the most honorable thing. It's like you gotta have to get paid. It's like you see a person like that. It's like you see a person and you want to help them, I guess. You want to help. You want to help them the most with what they're doing, and you want to help them be able to do something. But it's like you see someone sitting on the street, and you're like, "Wow, I'm at my last dollar," and you're like, you want to help them, but you're like, if I help that person, then I'll wind up losing my last dollar. It's like, you know what, you kind of have to choose a different road on that one. You can't always be the most honorable person sometimes. And a situation that would, and I think the most honorable thing would be to feed and clothe and shelter your family, I guess. So realize that being a local hero, a phenom, isn't the best situation. About, I don't know, just realize there are different people. Like the more things you have, the more it's easier to give. I mean, it's not always the thing you want to do all the time because you want things of your own and things like that. But and I think what the biggest problem with me and my ex was, I wasn't getting a job, but she wasn't. The responsibility of the children wasn't getting any lighter. There will be personal emergencies and things like that, and that's, I think, something that she and I didn't really click on, and that was sometimes the basis of all of our arguments. And I just knew for a fact that she needed someone to be there that was free up, basically, and I knew also that, but it's like she needed it to be healthy, and sometimes I feel like she's still not. Sometimes she's trying to be healthy, and she quit smoking, and I just went back. So that's right. I realized I have some still learning to do. I have to go through some anger issues, and realize my own self-therapy is needed. And I also noticed that there is a I've just noticed that there are a lot of reasons why I decided that I was going to walk away from the situation, and I literally did walk away from the situation. The sparkles are weird. I walked away from the situation because I wanted to stop arguing. I didn't want to argue anymore, and I wanted to be able to create something of my own life. And I realized that respecting her boundaries, the only way that I could do that was to not argue with her anymore, because it's like the best thing that I possibly could have done, because I don't want...
The Nashers are really riled up tonight. The rebels are everywhere. Watch out for ambushes. Glad you made it. You've been giving the Nashers a real thrashing. Wish I could have been out there helping. But someone had to keep an eye on the safe house. Ready for our next move? The Nashers set fire to the safe house to cover their escape. But I didn't see Karzal leave. We might still have a chance to catch him here. Oh.
Alright, so, I'm still injured, and I don't know what that, how to do something. Let's see if I can do to stop an injury. Hits. Nope, that's all the info. There we go. Manage quick slots. But I've noticed a lot of times that there are
Our cause is just.
I've noticed a lot of times that there are big reasons why I left and to continue to not want to be around, because she had children and I wanted to be a person there for her, but at the same time I noticed that
I can't believe my sister's missing all the funds.
God dang it.
I can't believe my sister's missing all the fun.
I don't know who's in my group. It's really cool how you just went in there. Who's in my group? Ragnar, are you coming?
I can't believe my sister's missing all the fun.
Alright. And, but yeah, that's the reason why I left, and, I decided I didn't want to argue anymore, and I didn't want to do a whole bunch of different stuff that they were experiencing. I realized I was really, I was out of it, and son of a bitch. There we go. Ooh. I have a person. But I noticed through that time, I realized I went through therapy afterwards, and got supported by a bunch of different people, and I thought that I realized that that I had to go through therapy afterwards, because a situation like that was never going to be the end of. I was never going to be able to experience a situation or experience other things and not go through some sort of like emotional reverence, I guess, or emotional, what's the word?
Van Castle, we'll hold them off.
Adventurer's knapsack. Cool. But yeah, I've noticed that there are big reasons why I wanted therapy for myself, and I realized that the more I started to learn therapy and the ways of people actually like doing things for themselves, the more that I learned that
Kozov got away. But
that I
thanks
needed to be able
we
to
have
help
a pretty
myself
good
heal,
idea where he's
I
going.
guess.
What's even better,
And
he doesn't know that we know. Ready for our next move? You're going to need a distraction to keep the Nashers off your back while you're going after them. Karzov will head for Nasher headquarters, an old warehouse by the shore of the...
And there were a lot of reasons why I really needed to be able to heal from the situations that I've been in, and realized that every time. This is the reason why I always say that you need a break. Is the reason why you need a break is because you just need one. Wait, hold on. I just hit the wrong thing. Alright. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. I'm still injured for some reason, but I'm gonna keep going because it's what's the word? But yeah, I had a lot to deal with whenever I was doing things on my own, and I don't have as much to deal with anymore. It's because I have the support of my roommate, and I've known her for a very long time, and she's it's the reason why I don't have a camera right now, because if it was smiting scale armor, cool. Nothing. Fall is requesting you join your group. If you want to, yeah, I guess. I'm kind of accepting of a lot of people.
I
So
will destroy you!
yeah. Yay, religion kit success. Son of a bitch. I could stand far away from those things and actually not get hurt, but probably. But we're gonna see something. Oh, this is the place. Okay, cool. Where are you waiting for me at? Are you waiting for me at? Where are they? Look on my map. See y'all are in. Oh shit, I don't have any more healing potions left. I was just waiting on him to... Cool. You wanna get it? Or no? Cool. What the hell was that? Alright. Yeah, but as I think you start to realize that that you need a certain amount of therapy in your life, or like a certain amount of being able to I had to get out of there. There was cool. A group is waiting for me still. Where are y'all? We need to regroup a little bit more. Oh shit. Cool. Get some items. Potion of minor healing, yeah. Inventory is full. Close. Let's see. Wait, I need to do something. Need to manage quick slots. Okay, I need to go into my inventory. It's just money, I guess. This is like the only thing that I can use. I want to take, I just want to take one. Protecting amulet. I'm gonna equip one. They just keep respawning. It's annoying as shit. But yeah, realizing in order to be able to respect women and in order to be able to respect women, you have to learn to respect yourself. And if you don't, then you're bound to fail, because
I've salvaged what I can, but
I can't. Alright, I gotta go.
The Nashers set fire to the safe house to cover their escape. But
I'm about to die. I think y'all are all in my group. Are y'all? I gotta check my inventory and stuff, so. Alright. Realize that, your mental health is key, and, I'm probably gonna stop, doing it after this, but I'm gonna keep going as far as the group goes. But, happy, Women's Day, because it can be a Women's Day every day. And, yeah. Every woman's day and every man's day, because we need to just realize it. All right, have a good day, and I'm gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna probably go to bed probably soon enough. But objectives complete. Stamp sampling sludge. Alright. Plants, sickles, mining picks, and 10 pole. So the nature interactions with 75% chance of success. Alright,
Most folks consider the Black Lake a polluted mess, but for an alchemist, it's brimming with possibilities. Excellent! With these samples, I'll finally be able to discover if the sludge is animal, vegetable, mineral, or undead. This will be a huge help to me research. There are some reagents you don't want to use on undead sludge, believe me.
Cool. Student of history, you have collected 10 pieces of lore. Also, somebody else did that, but I'm gonna take it because that's what happens. Because this is my. All right. This is actually a really fun game, and that's really good, pretty decent graphics. So. Kind of cool. I'm gonna go up against this guy, see if I can You must die. Cool. Why is my I gotta check my inventory. I still don't know how to do that. Ah, shit. You don't mess with those guys. Alright, yeah, I'm done. Have a good day. And, be your own, metaphorical bomb squad. And realize that there are big reasons why you should keep yourself, and realize that respecting anyone first comes to respecting and knowing yourself. Alright? And be better, I guess, because I'm going downstairs to probably drink my drink, and that's it. Or yeah. Whew. Have a good day. And you can diffuse situations before they happen. And I don't plan, but it's cool sometimes to not plan, because you get surprised and have good times. And there's people out there that are helpful and stuff. Alright? Have a good day.